Tony. You have any wishes you'd like fulfilled?
I'm Tony Kornheiser. Peace on earth, good fortune for all. A big box of gourmet coffee, ice cream packed in dry ice and shipped to me for free.
Boy, that's very specific.
I would like that.
I just want to outdrive my kid again. I want to outdrive him. I just want that.
Well, that's not going to happen. Well, that's not going to happen. That's not even going to happen if you use a wood and he uses a 6-iron. That's gone.
Oh, God.
You can't. You
Wow.
cannot worry about that. It happened to me when my kid was 13 years old.
Yeah.
Your kid's 18 years old. You have no chance. Welcome to PTI, boys and girls. In today's episode, trade offers for Giannis, a World Cup opener for Lionel Messi, and 5 good minutes with Tim Kurkjian. But we begin today with the announcement that embattled Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby will forego playing at Texas Tech this season and opt instead to apply for the NFL supplemental draft. This comes after the Big 12 announced it would seek to discipline Sorsby and Texas Tech if he played. Sorsby had won in a Texas court the right to play for the Red Raiders this season, causing an uproar in the Big 12 conference and throughout college football. Wilbon, what does this decision say to you, and what do you think it means for Sorsby's future and Texas Tech's?
You know, Tony, I don't know what it says to me because I'm close enough to college football, the whole industry of it, to have no idea what's going on from week to week, and I defy people to really know what's going on week to week. So I'm gonna get to the future of this kid, which, Tony, is like a trip back in time. It's a flashback to another time. Supplemental draft. We're talking about the Walsh kid from Miami back, like 30 years ago. So supplemental draft, you've got to decide blindly, sort of, what pick, if you want to bid on this kid, you'd like to give up. Now, I've heard speculation about 3rd and 4th round, but suppose you really, really want him. He's 6'3", 235. A lot of people think that he was the second most talented quarterback in the last draft had he been in it.
Yeah.
Do you go to a 2? And if you then find out later, and I don't know if the NFL ever announces, that nobody else bid anything higher than a 5, do you feel like a fool because you bid a 2? How good is this kid? Supplemental draft. He's going to get the chance to play in the NFL, and maybe he should like it if nobody drafts him supplementally, and he gets to be a undrafted free agent and goes where he wants. That might be his best option.
I'm pretty sure that Bernie Kosar was a supplemental.
He was a
draft
supplemental
pick
as well.
By the Cleveland Browns. And I think it's possible, somebody can get in my ear, I think maybe Steve Young came into the NFL as a supplemental draft pick. So it's been around. Let me go a different way here. I think this is the best possible outcome. All right, the Big 12 no longer has to litigate against one of its members. That member, Texas Tech, no longer has to be a pariah in the Big 12. And Sorsby's going to walk away with the $5 million that Texas Tech has paid him. So everybody is whole, and Sorsby has a chance for a career path here. The biggest question is, will the NFL let him in? Because he bet so much money while he was in college on football. I mean, I understand that the NFL, like the NBA, like the NHL, like Major League Baseball, I understand they have gambling partners, but you may not want a guy who bet on football. My feeling is that the NFL is going to look at this and say they're very happy that he's in a rehabilitation program for gambling addiction. And what they have done with other players who did not bet while they were in the NFL is say, hey, we're going to give you a chance here. We're not going to suspend you. We're going to warn you. We're going to monitor you. But we're going to let you in because you haven't bet in the NFL. The other thing that I think is going to happen here is I think Texas Tech will look for another conference. I think that this has been very wounding of Texas Tech, and I think they may end up in the SEC or the ACC because they're a football school.
Yeah.
They were in the playoffs last year. They're going to be attractive.
Doesn't the gambling part of this seem wildly hypocritical to you? If the NFL does anything to this kid, if they were to suspend him even on the way in without playing a game, doesn't, given the relationship that you outlined between these leagues and gambling,
I don't think they will. And if you're worried that no team will want him, this is a league where Deshaun Watson got a huge contract in Cleveland, so somebody is going to want him.
I would think so, Tom. I would think so. With the actual NBA season now over, Giannis talk is back in the headlines. Mark Stein is reporting that the Heat has made an offer for the forward that includes Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, and Jaime Jaquez Jr. And Bill Simmons says he's heard the Celtics have also made a bid and that he believes Giannis will be a Celtic within the week. Tone, which of these two potential trade partners makes more sense to you?
I mean, I don't even think this is close in terms of the basketball aspect of this. You go to Boston. It's that better landing spot is Boston. They were champions just 2 years ago. Jason Tatum is coming back completely whole next year. Then they need a big man, right? They need a big man. Giannis qualifies as a big man. If you have to trade Jalen Brown for him, and I thought Jalen Brown was the MVP this year, but I would make the trade Jalen Brown for Giannis 100 times in a row. I would do that. Miami finished 10th last year in the East. They got knocked out of the play-in. They got Bam Adebayo, and I don't really know who else that I think is any good. Adebayo scored 83 in a game last year, but it was against the Wizards. It doesn't count because they were trying to lose. The thing about this is, Mike, and you can speak to this, if Giannis, as reported, wants to go to Miami, that's where he's going to go. He's a star. He's a former MVP. He's a former champion. I mean, this is why it works out for Kevin Durant, wherever he wants to go. It works out for James Harden, and he's not a champion. So if he wants to go to Miami, he will go.
Yeah, Tony, this is interesting to me because I don't believe in Giannis anymore. Giannis is a rumor. Giannis hadn't done jack in the months that matter, which would be May and June, since 2021. 5 years is forever in professional sports. Giannis is a multiple-time MVP, a great player, a Hall of Famer, and as you said, a champion. He was that. Yeah. I ain't seen evidence of it. Sorry. A league can now, particularly the NBA, it can pass you by. And with a ton of wings who are 6'9", 6'10", sort of size, DeBanza and Caleb Wilson and those kids coming in the league, Giannis can look obsolete fairly quickly if he can't get his butt out there and contribute heavily, massively in May, June. And I don't know that. I would not rearrange my franchise for Giannis. Tyler Hero leads his team in scoring. He's an all-star. Yeah. I know he's had some injury issues at times, but he plays more than Giannis lately, and he doesn't seem to be the diva that Giannis is. So if it sounds like I'm piling on Giannis, yeah, a little bit for a guy as a player I used to love. I love him less now because I ain't seen nothing lately. I don't know that I want to give up Jalen Brown for him because Tatum has to show me that he is truly, completely healthy, and we don't know that just yet.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not going to go into great detail here, but you've also just described basically the center at Philadelphia, who never really plays, who hasn't done anything in May and June.
Yeah.
And I know you don't think that you don't think that the league's passed him by. You may be right about
it's passed him by. I love him, but it passed him by.
He can fire coaches. He can fire coaches. He's good at that. Let's go to soccer. Argentina makes its World Cup debut tonight against Algeria in Kansas City. Lionel Messi, who will turn 39 next week, is on the team and is their acknowledged leader.